shifting topics a bit, here in Maui County, we also have a changing of the guard in terms of the council.
Yes.
With Mateo and Pontanilla leaving and two new faces coming aboard. What's your thoughts on their service and what we can look forward to with the newcomers?
We're losing the chairman and vice chairman of the council. Danny Mateo is the chairman, and Joe Pontanilla was the vice chair. Because the council has a 10-year rotation, maximum of 10 years in the council, and then you term out. The council is very well suited to continue and have continuous flow. The new chairman elect is Gladys Baisa and Bob Carroll. They're already reorganizing the council for next term. And then literally every 2 years we go through this reorganization process, so it's constantly occurring. There will be very, very little change in the council's ability to do work. Now, the personalities will change, and we will hopefully have a very progressive council that's looking to make Maui a really good place. The major challenges that they're going to have are going to be trying to work through the community plan process and the budgets, the challenges of creating new facilities to replace a lot of the old facilities we have here on Maui. But I believe that the two new council members, Stacey Crivello-Helm, will be able to represent Molokai very well, and Don Guzman will be able to represent Kahului very well. Both are highly qualified, both have very good credentials, and both have long experience in the community as community advocates. So I'm looking forward to a very good council. Now, the council chair and vice chair are both going to be moving into the administration, and we are hiring them to help us. It's been my experience, and I've done this a lot, that if you have qualified people, you try and use their talents as much as possible. And I believe Council Chair Mateo has a lot of talent. He was elected, again, 5 terms by the people, and Joe Pontanilla, same thing, 5 terms. So they're very popular within the community, and they've served the community well. Otherwise, they'd never have been reelected. The other thing is that it's good experience for them to be able to come in and see what it's like to work with the rules and laws that you've passed, and to see how the inner workings of government actually function on a day-to-day basis. So I've had tremendous experience getting former council members and legislators into our administrations and being able to then focus their abilities. Melly Carroll, Kalani English, we had Gil Agaron, who's Representative Gil Agaron. I've had Alice Lee, who was former council chair. We've had just any number of people that were in positions. The other thing that it allows me to do is it allows me to be able to prove to the community that we're very, very nonpartisan in how we work. You know, we have Democrats, Republicans, Green Party, all people that are interested in working within government, combining their skills to be able to progress and move Maui forward. This has been one of the great experiments and examples of how cooperative people can be, irregardless of having different political parties. So with us, we have probably, because the state tends to be more Democrat, we probably have more Democratic representation, but we do have very balanced representation. And we'll continue to work very, very hard toward the people. And when we can ignore party politics and we can just work for the community, you can see the results. And we're able to accomplish a lot because they have the desire to be public service. Otherwise, they'd never have run for office to begin with. So I'm very, very happy that they consented to join our administration.
Have you determined in what capacity they will serve, what their title will be? what department they will work for?
The positions that I put them in are always movable. So we'll start Danny Mateo off as an executive assistant. He'll be helping to try and reorganize a lot of the Parks Department area. Joe Pontanilla will be put in CGB, Community Development Block Grant, to try and help manage some of the grants that we have. And to be able to do analysis of how well the grant applicants are working. So I think these are areas that they are very strong and will have the ability to cope very well with. And they'll be very helpful to the community as well.
Okay, and one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to expand positions to make those available, or were they already vacant, or you just shifted people around? How did that work?
We do a little bit of everything. We have people that are retiring. We have people that are moving around because of the retirement system, where people leaving. And we've worked with the attrition program and had some vacancies. Overall, our staff will grow maybe one position at most, but very little growth. And the salaries that we have pretty much balance out. So we're seeing shifts, but not real growth in government. The ability for us to be able to work with council also expands, and the state legislature also expands. So we were hiring someone to be a lobbyist at the state legislature. We may have one of our EAs go there instead. So we're trying to cut back in a lot of areas.